Question of the day after an earthquake is normally, did you feel it? Well, today it was, did you feel them? Parts of the East Bay were rattled by a string of earthquakes.
That's right. We're talking about 8 of them, all back-to-back, centered around right there in San Ramon. You can see our seismograph on the top left. The strongest at 3.8 was felt as far as San Francisco and Vallejo, according to the USGS.
Good news, no reports of injuries or major damage, but neighbors say the strongest quake felt quick, like a sharp jolt. NBC Bay Area's Christy Smith has our story.
The shaking started just before 10 Sunday morning. This is video of a bedroom in San Ramon. The 3.8 earthquake was the strongest, but not the only quake to hit the area early today. We caught up with several neighbors who felt the shaking.
Well, I was checking my email, and it felt like it almost knocked me out of my chair, right? And I just ran outside. I thought somebody ran into the house. Yeah, it was just a big boom.
My wife and I were sitting in our family room in San Ramon, and all of a sudden, boom, big jolt. Bigger than, well, that's the biggest one, I think, since '89. And we've been in the same house since.
At least a half dozen earthquakes larger than 3.0 struck this morning near San Ramon, in addition to a number of smaller ones.
All of these events are happening in a really tight little cluster of earthquakes. In fact, there are many more that are too small to be felt.
Harold Tobin is director of the Pacific Northwest Seismic Network and state seismologist for Washington. We asked if the swarm of small quakes might provide any relief of pressure.
Unfortunately, small earthquakes really don't change the picture for larger earthquakes. People like to think of that, yeah, exactly, as relieving a little pressure. It doesn't work that way. The earthquake scale, remember, is this sort of logarithmic scale. So even a 3.8, 3.0 is so much smaller than a 6 or 7 or larger that we would worry about for damage, that they don't have any significant impact on the stress on the faults.
Back in nearby Danville at Dogma Boutique, Barkery and Spa, Kylie Rivera felt some shaking.
We just opened. We'd come in to get the store ready for clients to come in, and we were at the computer getting the computer open and ready, and then the room started shaking, and then we both turned around. But it wasn't super big, honestly. Nothing fell over.
Still startling for many, and a reminder to stay prepared. Christy Smith, NBC Bay Area News.